Today we are going to learn about the law of cosine. And so before we were talking about law of sine, and today we're talking about the law of cosine. And so you may notice in the law of cosine that there's some elements of Pythagorean theorem that are in here along with cosine. And so everything gets labeled the same way that we labeled things when we talked about law of sine. So angle A across from angle A is side A, across from angle C is side C, and B is side B. And so all the lowercase letters are sides and all the uppercase letters are angle measures. And so here what we're given is we need a side B, we need a side C, B and C again, and then cosine of A, the angle measure in between. And so the pattern here is side, angle in between, and then side. And so you may remember from geometry that side, angle, side, SAS, is the pattern that's going to work here. So just like when we talked about law of sine, our pattern was the matched set. You need the angle and its matching side. Here you need a side, the angle in between, and its other side. So here, if we were solving for, let's say, B instead of A, I need the other two sides, because here I'm solving for this side. I don't have it, but I have the other two. And so if I'm solving for B squared, that means I'm going to need A squared and C squared minus 2AC cosine of the angle that matches with it. So angle A, we were solving for side A. So on this version of the same equation, the side B and the angle B need to match. Same thing if we were solving for C instead. So if we have C squared, we would need A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine, multiplied, all of those are multiplied, times cosine of C. And so the side and the angle all match. B and B, A and A, and then you have the other two sides. So that's the gist of the equation and how that works. And so let's do number one together. So on your Go formative, this is number one. And so you can notice here that we have a side, we have another side, and we have the angle measure that's in between here. And so we have angle C, and so that means we're going to be solving for side C or side AB. It can be called either one. And so that means I'm going to use the C squared equation. So that means I need side A, I need side B, minus 2AB cosine of the angle across. So here, I have C squared. I'm going to plug in A, so that's 20 squared, plus B, which is 13, so 13 squared, minus 2 times 20 times 13 times cosine of the angle measure across, which is 93. And so how this works, I like cosine because I can just type it all in the calculator and square root. Because here we're solving for C, I have C squared. I'm just going to type all of this in the calculator and then square root. And so coming over here to my calculator, I have 20 squared plus 13 squared minus 2 times 20 times 13 times cosine of 93, and I can hit enter. And so that is C squared. I don't want C squared, I want C. And so I have to square root, use my square root sign, the answer, ANS, and that's going to give me 24.4. So I can come back here to my notes, and this is going to be 24.4. So we ended up with 596 ish, square root, and so now C is equal to 24.4 inches. And this is what you can put into GoFormative. So now, doing the exact same thing, side, angle, side, try number 2, and work through number 2 using the same equation.